But then on your caudal midbrain, on the dorsal side, you'll see your inferior colliculus, which is number 1. Because this is ventral, this is dorsal, so that's your inferior colliculus. You look down here. This would be crus cerebri. This is ventral, dorsal side. You can see the red pins are your inferior colliculus. Okay. Same thing with this. This slice though has got both levels though. So this is your inferior colliculus here. You see that?
It's 2 bumps.
Yeah, there's 4 bumps here. This is both slices. This is rostral midbrain. This is caudal midbrain. So this side would be inferior colliculus, and this would be superior.
And so whether it's inferior or superior gives it away, whether it's dorsal or ventral. Sorry, rostral or caudal.
No. I mean, you got the structure on the inside. You have to know the structure on the inside first to know what colliculi it is. Because, I mean, you're not going to be able to tell with... If I had a slice like this, it only has 1. Oh, I have to focus on this one too. But if I had one that just was cut directly in the middle here, you wouldn't know what's superior and what's inferior unless you knew what was inside. So if you see on the red, if you find a red nucleus first, you'll know that it has to be rostral. It has to be rostral midbrain, because you can only see red nucleus on rostral midbrain. So it had to be superior colliculus in the back. Caudal midbrain is going to have inferior colliculus. So that's what this is. That's why this is inferior and this one's superior, because on this side you can see red nucleus. You can see it in here. This is red nucleus. So I would circle 1 or do something like that, so know that's on the dorsal side of your midbrain, all your colliculi.
What's that tiny piece down there with the red pin in it?
Parental decussation, that's caudal medulla.
Okay.
Okay, so as far as caudal midbrain too, you can see your trochlear nucleus, which is that you see your happy face in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the pupils. Number 5 is your trochlear nucleus, because if you look at your brainstem, cranial nerve 4 is on your caudal midbrain. It sits on it, right? It wraps around. This is trochlear nerve. You see N4. So you know what your nuclei is in there, and everything else is. I mean, PAG I showed you. I can show you again. But yeah, everything else is going to be on that picture. And then rostral midbrain, you start seeing a lot more structures.
Can we put a PAG or do we have to put the actual?
I put peri-aqueductal gray. I put the whole thing. Like he puts those on there, like medial, longitudinal, fasciculus. He does that so you guys don't have to like stress out and write the whole thing out, because he goes pretty fast.
Peri?
I don't really know if Menchai does, but I know Hammond's flies through it. And sometimes people have trouble writing all it down. Like ALS too is anterolateral system.
I know that one.
ML is medial meniscus. You can't just put ML and expect to get the right answer.
Peri-aqueduct.
Peri-aqueductal gray. It's P-E-R-I aqueductal. So aqueductal. Yeah. Yep.
I've been going through the Quizzer, is that what it's called?
NeuroQuizzer?
Right. Some of the questions say, like, this sends signals to this area of the brain. What is it? Do we have to worry about that? Okay, I didn't think so, because it wasn't covered.
Yeah.
What was MLS?
The NeuroQuizzer is outdated. Like, it's just, someone made that a while ago, and sometimes, like, there's stuff that you're not going to see on there. I mean, I wouldn't worry about everything you see in the NeuroQuizzer, but, like, majority of things that are on there are pretty good as far as, like, helping you know what you need to know.
What's MLS, I mean?
Medial longitudinal fasciculus. Longitudinal fasciculus.
I spelled it wrong on a quiz in his class, and he just corrected it and gave me points.
Yeah, I do that too for you guys. I mean, if it's like 1 or 2 letters, I like correct it. But if it's like, some people, what they'll do is they'll combine one word or one specimen with another specimen. They'll make their own specimen. It's like a hybrid.
Just turn it over.
Yeah, this one's on this side, but I just use this one instead. This one you see red nucleus. Substantia nigra is painted in black. So you'll see crus cerebri again from here. Here. So this would be 100% corticospinal tracts in the middle. So I do the same thing again on the other side. And here, 100% corticospinal tracts. I could on the practical, I could just put one pin in the middle, and you have to tell me that, or I could put all 3 pins in there. You have to tell me, but.
Well, if it's 1, wouldn't it just be the cortical-spinal?
Yeah, there's one
Okay.
for sure to be that.
But if you put 3, would you expect us to figure out that it's the cortical, or would you want crus cerebri?
I'll say yellow pin. I'll say yellow pin.
Oh, I got you now. So you'd put 2 blue and 1 yellow, but you wouldn't put 3 yellow and expect us to figure out cortical spinal.
No. I can only put corticospinal with 1 pin. There's no way I can put multiple pins on a corticospinal tract.
But you can put like 3 pins for the
Crus
crus cerebri.
cerebri? Yeah, I could do that, but I mean, I don't know. I'm just telling you how I could ask you, but
What's CA?
it's still pretty simple, huh?
What's CA?
CA,
Cerebral aqueduct.
Number 3. That's what you see here. This is cerebral aqueduct.
Inside.
That's how you know you're in the dorsal side from the ventral side. So if you look here, this is ventral, this is dorsal. Dorsal, you'll be able to put your skewer through.
The other one is more noticeable.
This is the better one.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Goes all the way in.
Yeah. Dorsal, ventral, and you can still see you can see how your crus cerebri would look if you cut this in half. You cut this in a horizontal slice. So these 2 would be crus cerebri, and then you put a red pin in here, it'll be corticospinal tracts. And those are the only one that's ventral. Your cerebral peduncle, your crus cerebri is ventral. Your cerebellar peduncles are dorsal because your cerebellum sits here. That's what makes your 4th ventricle. That's why this pink pin is your floor of your 4th ventricle. So inferior, middle, superior cerebellar peduncles. Superior borders the cerebral aqueduct.
Could you show the superior peduncle?
Yeah, blue. That's what I pinned. Pinned blue here too. This is superior cerebellar peduncle. Blue. This is blue again. Superior cerebellar peduncle. Superior cerebellar peduncle. They're all the blue pins. They're all border the cerebral aqueduct or the 4th ventricle. You can call this one 4th ventricle of the cerebral aqueduct. This one's just 4th ventricle. Caudal pons. Ocular motor 3.
On this person?
2 and 1. Yeah. 2 and 1 you already know. Right? So you guys have seen this before, but like 5. I'm not going to ask you 7 and 8 because they're so close together. I don't like asking those in a specimen. I can ask you on a model instead. 9 and 10, I'm not really care about. 11 you won't see. 4 you won't see. You can see hypoglossal. You can actually see it on this one because it sits in between your medullary olive and your medullary pyramid. So that's what these little strands here. That's your hypoglossal nerve. Yep. This is your olive. This is your pyramid. Cool, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just small. I don't really think that's fair to ask you unless you like really know.